Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Marching In with Casseroles. This one is my loaded scalloped potatoes. I love scalloped potatoes. Mom used to make these growing up. She didn't make the loaded one. She just made regular scalloped potatoes, which I loved. I just love the creaminess, the potatoes, the cheese, the sauce that's in it, it's baked into it. So let me give you an idea what I got going on here. I have about, I had about 8 sticks of bacon, or 8 had about 8 slices of bacon. There may be 6 slices in here now that I cooked down into lardon, or cut down in lardons, and I cooked with 1 large white onion. I just let it simmer away. I wanted to caramelize that onion just a little bit. So I'm going to take out the onions and the bacon, and I'm not going to worry about the grease that's left in there. There's not a lot, but I'm going to leave that in there because I'm also going to add to this for making our roux. So I'm just going to take those out and set these aside. I'll turn this back on, and to this I'm going to add about 4 tablespoons of butter, because I'm going to make a roux here, basically just like I would be making my biscuits and gravy in the morning. So there we go. We're going to put that in. Just going to melt this butter down. Once the butter gets melted down, I'll add in the flour and thicken it up a little bit. So I've got about 3 pounds, and I'm using a golden potato. Bless you, Brody. Brody's over there sneezing. I've already had them out on the mandolin and started cutting them down. I like to use a mandolin. It's a good idea to use a mandolin because you can get all your slices the same, and they're nice and uniform. So that way they're going to cook at the same rate. You're not going to cut in, take a bite, and have a real soft potato from a thin one, and a thick one's a little bit crunchy. I like to use a mandolin to do that. I'm going to teach you a little bit about using a mandolin. Basically, I'm teaching my mom how to use a mandolin because I sent her a mandolin, and I watched her use it, and I literally, as I was editing the video, was like, what's she doing? She just kept, her fingers were all over the place. So we're going to act like it's you and me, Mom. I'm going to take the mandolin, and you can take it slowly. You don't need to go fast like you see it on TV, and just slice it down to about half of it. And then take the top. Now, Mom just laid it on top and tried to go in one of her videos. It sits sideways here, so it'll slide up and down on there. And there's little arrows on mine. But there's little pins down inside here. And if you push that down onto your potato, this comes out, and your potato is locked in there. Now, as you cut and you hold the top, and you push down the black, it's just going to slide that potato right down in there until you're left with nothing, and the potato is done. Go do one more. Get about half done. Leave it right there. Pin it down in there so that comes up. And then just continue pushing down on the piece. I'm not sure what color yours might be or what it is. Mine's black. And as you see, we get down to the last bit. Potatoes are all cut the same. Nothing. Got all my fingers. Let me put this back here. So Mom, please practice using your mandolin, or go back to using your paring knife. You always did great with that. Just kidding. No, I just don't want to see her cut herself. I don't want to see any of you guys cut yourself either. So I've got the butter melted over here, starting to bubble up a little bit, mixing with that bacon fat. And I've got 4 tablespoons of flour. I'm just going to put across the top. Mix that in a little bit. I got a little bit of fat on the side. Get that off there. And you want to cook this down, get that floury taste out of it. And just like making a roux, any kind of roux, you got a light roux, dark roux. I like mine a little bit dark. And it's going to be because I had the bacon in there and the bacon fat. And when I put in the butter, that lifted all of the fond that was on the bottom there, all the bits and pieces from that bacon frying. So it already started mine a little bit dark. So that's all good. It's boiling a little bit, simmering. I'm going to go add milk. I've got 3 cups of sweet milk, regular whole milk, and I've got let it come to room temperature. I don't like to put it in cold because it seizes up the roux here. So I'm just going to put this in. Stir around a little bit. Get all the pieces off the bottom. There we go. Let me switch out and let's just get a whisk. Just make sure you get all that roux incorporated into the fluid here. And then we're going to let it sit here and simmer over about medium heat and come together till it thickens up just a bit. Now I'm going to move all of my potatoes over because, as y'all know, you've been watching. I'm just going to put the bacon up there. As everybody knows, at the end of this collaboration, we're giving away a crock pot slow cooker casserole, and I promised you in my last video I'd be using it in this video, so that's what we're going to do. Let me grab it. Okay. So this is the slow cooker casserole that I'm going to be giving away at the end of the collaboration. After you've watched all of these wonderful channels, there's 11 other channels besides mine and Mom's. What you need to do is go to everybody's channel, and they're all listed down below, and the dates of all their videos. It's also on my website, gregs-kitchen.com. You can go there and just go to their videos, watch them, like them, subscribe to their channels. You're going to want to subscribe to their channels. Not only does it help them, it's going to keep you informed when they're putting out new videos, and they have a lot of great content. You're not going to want to miss that. So, especially mine, I'd love for you to subscribe to mine. I got so many people, but not a lot of them are subscribing, so hit that subscribe button. It's not that hard. Okay, so I'm going to just let that continue to come to a simmer. But like I said, we're going to be giving this away. So those comments that you make on everybody's pages under their video, that's what I'm going to use to draw a name and on the 31st, and we'll be sending you a slow cooker just like this one. Let me set this lid aside. Now I'm going to spray this first. Just get a light coating on there. And I'm going to start layering these potatoes. Actually, first I want to put my seasonings in this sauce that I'm making. I keep starting to try to get it thickened up. I've got about a tablespoon of dried chives, a half a teaspoon of thyme, and a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of onion powder. So I'm going to put all those in there because I want those incorporated into the entire casserole. And since this is going to pour over it, it'll get it down in there. I'm also going to put some salt and pepper in here. I'm not going to put a lot of salt because I'm going to salt the layers and pepper the layers of the potatoes as I put them in. That way I know I've got good seasoning all the way through the casserole. Let me give this a taste. Oh, that's already good. That's very good. Okay, so let's layer some of our potatoes on the bottom. You just want the entire bottom coated with potatoes. I'm a little bit tired today. We went to a rodeo last night. Had lots of fun. Loved it. We went last year, so I was coming back this year and went again. It was just nice to get out. It was a beautiful night. It was only in the high 70s, low 80s, nice breeze. It was all the way up in West Palm Beach, though, so we did have to drive about an hour to get there, and through rush hour traffic, but it was worth it. So let me go ahead. I've got one layer in here. I'm just going to sprinkle a little salt on there, a little bit of pepper. And then we'll put just a sprinkling of cheese. I got about 2.5 cups of cheese here, and this is a Colby cheddar mix. Okay. Then let me get this out of the way. It's cheese we're going to use later. Then we're just going to do the exact same thing. We're going to layer it, season it, cheese it, and move on. But like I was saying, we went to the rodeo last night. I think my favorite part of the rodeo was at the beginning when the announcer was saying, we're getting ready to start. It's sad that he had to say this, but he did. I'm glad he did. He said, the way we start our rodeos, as you can probably see the little lady out there on the horse carrying that big red, white, and blue flag, because we're proud of that flag. And it's always a part of the rodeo. If you're offended by that flag, the gate's right over there. Go ahead and use it. We're also going to send blessings up to God because He's the reason we're all here getting to see this rodeo. If that offends you, that's the same exit right over there. Not one person left. Actually, there's a lot of people applauding, which I liked. So, but they came in, did the four ladies came in with red, white, and blue flags. Not the American flag, red, white, and blue flags. And did a couple laps around. And then 4 gentlemen came in with flags that said, "God bless the USA." I'm telling you, you could hear nothing but applause. It was great. But then the main rodeo started. So bronc riding, bull riding, barrel racing, like Reba. You know Reba. It's how she got her start. Her dad took her to the rodeos, and she was a barrel racer. And she's proud of that. And there's a lot of videos out there of her doing it and singing the national anthem at some of those rodeos. I'm glad we got Reba. So it was really good. They had clowns out there keeping them safe. If you've never been to a rodeo, go over to my website. Or actually not my website. Go to Facebook. I put a bunch of pictures there yesterday. It's just Greg's Kitchen on Facebook. I'll put a link down below. And you can see some of the pictures. It was a really good time. There's family. There's kids. I mean, little 2- and 3-year-old boys and girls out there dancing and having a good time and just having fun with their parents. That's what we need to be doing now, folks. Spend time with your kids. Get prepared, because prices are just going up on everything. I hope you guys are paying attention to all of us out here on YouTube. They're telling you need to be stocking up and getting ready, because who knows what's going to happen with this crazy war and what's going on in our world. Not just the world, our country. Okay, I'm going to push this down a little bit. Get this second to last layer in down nice and tight. And we're going to season that one again. And potatoes are seasoned. My roux is boiling and thickening up. Don't want it real thick because it's going to continue to thicken in here. So I don't want to put it in here and have it paste already. And again, another slight layer of cheese. I love cheese, but don't overdo it on the inside of the casserole, because then you're going to have a goopy, chewy mess. More on top is better, but I'm evenly distributing mine all the way through. So, this last layer on here. And I'm going to cook this. You could do it. You can make this in the morning before you go to work or on the weekend and just let it cook on low for like 6 to 7 hours. I'm going to do it because it's already noon, and I'm going to put it on high, and I think it'll take about 3 to 4 hours. I'll let you guys know. I'm going to keep checking it just to make sure. So there's my last layer of potatoes, my last layer of seasoning. Let me rinse off my hands. Clean off my dish because I got salt and pepper everywhere. There we go. All right, so I got my last layer of cheese, and I've got about a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese I'm going to put on it. But first, I want to pour this sauce over top of it. Y'all can start taking bets out there now, see how much I spill. But I'm just going to pour this evenly. It's going to spread out on its own. Let it get down in there with all those potatoes. There we go. Make sure that's off. Clean up the mess on the stove. I got salt and pepper over there too. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this last bit of cheese, just sprinkle it right over the top. There we go. And the 1/4 cup of Parmesan. I just like the flavor, the saltiness it adds to the top. Now I'm going to cover this. Y'all sit there and let me forget to put my onions and my bacon in there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get a spoon. See, things like this happen. We can fix it because this is all going to cook down together. Just my way of fixing a problem. Okay, so let's just lift some of these potatoes up. Nice and flat. We're going to just stick this in there. I know I'm supposed to know what I'm doing, but sometimes I don't. In the real world, had I done this right, and I'm kind of fixing it now, is after that second to the last row of potatoes, I'd have put the onions and the bacon right in there, and it would have cooked perfectly. But being tired like I am, I sat there and forgot it. But just take a spatula, lift up your potatoes, spread them back out, use your fingers. That's what God gave them to you for. Spread that all out in there evenly. A little bacon on top isn't going to hurt anything. See, we fixed it. You all forgot to tell me about it. You saw them sitting right there. Nobody told me. And I know you're going, one of two of you. I know which one of you are. Who's yelling? Who's telling you? I didn't hear you. Okay, so now that I've made a total mess of my hands, I'm going to wash up again. That's hilarious that I forgot that, but you know what? This is probably going to be as delicious as can be, even though I did that. I know it's going to be. Okay. Oh, bacon. Oh, sorry. That piece didn't make it in. Okay, so, like I said, mistakes happen. Sometimes you just got to go with them. And I wasn't going to undo that whole casserole like some people might do and redo the video. Ooh, another piece of bacon. Perfect. Let me grab the lid. I'm going to put this on. You don't have to lock it. These come with locks. Mainly those locks. Put it on for when you take it somewhere like the church dinner or family dinner or something. Put those on. It'll lock it in place, keep it sealed. You don't have to. Now on this one, I'm just going to turn it on. Put it on high. And I'm just going to put it for 4 hours. Everybody, we're back. The potatoes actually cooked for about 3 hours and 45 minutes. I did take them out, and that's what I love about these crock pots. I took it out and set it in the oven. Just a little broil the top, just to toast the cheese a little bit, brown it up. Made it look real good. This kitchen smells wonderful. So let me see if I can get some of this out without it falling apart. We'll see how good it looks and tastes. If it tastes half as good as it smells, we're going to be in luck. Oops. Oh, it's coming apart. My mom can take lasagna out. She can take anything out of the pan. It stays all nice together. Mine always falls apart. Not sure why. Still tastes just as good. Let me get this out of the way. Clean up the plate a little bit. And there you go. You can see we got the bacon, cheese melted everywhere, nice and crispy. There's a big piece of bacon right there on top. No, actually, I think that's cheese. Let me give this a taste. It is very hot. That is delicious. Potatoes are nice and creamy. You can taste all the seasonings they put in there. Actually, the garlic powder and the onion powder taste really good. I'm just going to stand here and keep eating these. But, excuse me, if you do not have the slow cooker or you don't want to do it in a slow cooker, let me put that over there. You can do these in the oven, 9x13 pan. Bake them for 1 hour in the oven and then uncover them. I'm baking for an hour covered, and then uncover them, bake them for another 30 minutes, just till the potatoes are nice and tender and everything's golden brown. So I appreciate you joining me. This week we have 3 new people joining us that weren't part of the collaboration last year. Living the Good Life with Grammie Nene. I love her. You're going to love her personality. You're going to love her food. My Aussie Gardening Kitchen. That's brand new. We're all the way down on the other side of the world and underneath. So you're going to love that one. And Helga's Pennsylvania Kitchen. I'm looking forward to that because my dad's mother's family and father's family all came from the Pennsylvania area, Pennsylvania Dutch area. So I'm sure she's going to have something really good that's going to bring back some memories, at least for me. So remember to, if you want to win this, well, not this one, this one's mine, but if you want to win one of these, you have to go to everyone's channel. They're all listed down below, and there's a playlist, and there's the calendar of everybody's videos. Or you can go here to gregs-kitchen.com. That has everything listed there as well. You'll see the Marching In with Casseroles logo right here. You'll see that on the first page, and just click on it. It'll give you all the information you need. So go to their website or to their channels, like them, subscribe. Please subscribe to everyone's channels. You're going to love these people. I've got so many great recipes from all of them that you're going to want to do the same. So just subscribe to them so you're always continuously getting feeds and you don't lose track of them. Make sure you leave a comment. Put the comment down below in every video, because at the end of the month on the 31st, I'm going to draw all the days of March that we did casseroles. And that day I'm going to use the random comment picker on the internet and pick one comment. That comment's going to win this crockpot slow cooker casserole. You're going to love it. As you can see, it works great. I like the fact that I could just take this out and put it in the oven, put it back in here. It just works great. So I appreciate you guys joining us again this year in Marching In with Casseroles. The 3 new people I just told you about will be coming up this week, and Mama and I will have another video. And until I see you again, take care and God bless. Bye-bye.